How do you know this?
That's what I do. I drink and I know things.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Wherever I go, he goes.
When people ask you what happened here, tell them the North remembers.
And here we go.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Culture Crave Pod. I'm Zach Williamson with Luke Goosens and Ross Cutsforth. This is our Loki Finale pod. Thank you, everyone. I know we had a lot of requests. We're a little late on this one. Didn't get it out as soon as we wanted to, but it's here. And later this week, we're going to drop also our Black Widow pod.
This episode was sick. So best episode of any Disney Plus series so far. Easy. All right. So I think not King. I should say Jonathan Majors because he's not explicitly King, right?
He Who Remains.
Yeah.
Immortus.
I think he's closest to Immortus from the comics, yeah.
Dude, after Luke read that shit last week where it was in his bio, what did it say, Luke? It said
Historian?
he prunes history or timelines or some shit in the wiki when we were reading it.
Oh, yeah.
Like a shrubbery.
Yeah, that was so on exactly what this guy was.
Also, Immortus in the comics is supposed to be the final version of King. And he lives in the Chronopolis, which is that castle at the end.
Yeah. Well, he lived in a castle.
I guess, yeah.
Like, we don't know if this
I can't officially say that's part of the Chronopolis, but it looks so similar and like
inspired 100%.
Yeah. What other person lives in a fucking castle like that?
Bro, when that fucking clock popped out, that was a good some horror vibes there for a second.
It's getting you ready for Doctor Strange.
Anytime something semi-scary happens, you're like, horror vibes.
It was just creepy, dude. She's all creepy, like walking up with her hands behind her back.
So he's going to be Kang or he's going to be Immortus?
That dude is dead.
Oh, he did.
No shit.
There's going to be many different versions of him. So there's going to be Kang. There's probably going to be like
You know what I'm fucking talking about?
That at the end looked like another fucking Kang has already killed all the other ones and won.
Maybe. That could just be the Empire of Kang.
You don't think so? He already controls the TVA.
That was the Kang that won.
He controls the TVA that controls everything.
Yeah, but the Immortus that we saw in this episode also controlled everything, but just in a more discreet way, right?
But you're saying the same thing.
Wait, well, yeah, what are you talking about, Ross? We're talking about the same person now.
I know. I don't get why you guys... I just said there's going to be Kang. There's probably going to be Iron Lad. And you guys said no.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, maybe.
But he's the big baddie now, right? Because he's the guy at the end of time.
Yeah, this other Kang now seems like he's the one who has already wiped out all the other iterations, and he's the fucking dude now in charge.
He's the guy at the end of time. They're at the end of time right now. So he is the only fucking one that's going to be left alive,
I don't know if they're at end of time or whatever, but to me, that Kang has already won. That's Kang the Conqueror. That's what that looked like with his getup. He had the gold suit on looking knight shit.
That was Kang the Conqueror for sure. Or I shouldn't say for sure, but it really looked like it. But what I'm saying is there's going to be other Kangs. My take on that final scene where Loki comes back to the TVA and no one knows who he is that was just another universe because the TVA exists in their universe, but they monitor timelines. So there's separate TVAs in different universes. So it's like a level. There's timelines on one universe and the TVA controls those timelines. And there's other universes that have their own TVAs is how I took it. And there's the Void, which is where Immortus was in this episode. And that rules over all those. So it's like the TVA, but on another level.
Bro, but this fool was pruning timelines. He was getting rid of any other possibility.
Well, no. Yeah, where did he get sent to then? Because the TVA was pruning all these other ones, so it's not like he could get sent to a separate TVA. But she killed him, and it started branching after she sent him away, right? I was confused.
Those other TVAs because it spun off of this timeline, right?
It was branching even before she killed him.
Yeah, it was branching before, so it could have been a different TVA, I guess, and she might have sent him to the wrong one.
He knew all of time up to a certain point, and then once that point hit, that's when it started branching.
Are you talking about Sylvie?
No, I'm talking about Jonathan Majors, Immortus, or He Who Remains.
At the very end, how does he get sent into that? It was through Sylvie sent him, right?
Oh, yeah, Sylvie.
Okay, but bro, you're saying that she used this one device that only worked on the sacred fucking timeline is now sending people into other timelines? I don't think that even makes sense.
But She wasn't using a temp pad. She was using his bracelet. Different.
Oh, she used the dope tech?
Yeah, she used the bracelet, dude. That thing was all-seeing eye, dude. That thing's different.
I guess that's possible then, yeah. But it still seems that like there would be a war, and then at the very end, this is the guy, the dude who won. It could be just another alternate timeline, yeah. But that shit's about to blow the fuck up here in a second.
No, yeah. Well, I think you're right, Zach. But this event just restarts the whole cycle, is what I was thinking.
Yeah, and eventually they'll end up back in that same spot.
Is what I was assuming.
Yeah. That's how he describes it.
Yeah.
Right. But he could be a liar.
No, I think he was pretty honest.
Oh, you think he was lying the whole time?
I said it did not seem like he was lying the whole time.
No, man, this guy was an open book. He's been doing this for thousands of years. He's just like, I don't even give a fuck anymore, you know? That's what he seemed like at the end there.
Well, he let himself
trying to give them the job.
Yeah, he was trying to retire.
Yeah. He like willingly let himself get killed. So, and that's a fairly good indicator that he's telling the truth. If he's willing to put his life down on the line for his word.
Bro, he said he was from the 31st century.
Yeah.
So far in the future.
Bro, isn't that kind of paradoxical? Because the Loki he was interacting with is from the 21st century. He got shipped off to the TVA, which is outside of time. And then he interacted with somebody from the 31st century at the end of time.
I don't get it.
Yeah. It's kind of a lot.
Where are you going with that one?
That was the end of it. I was just saying it's paradoxical because they're from different timelines, but they're interacting with each other past both of their timelines.
Bro, I wonder if the fucking timekeepers, are they real? Because he's got fucking statues of him in his little house.
Yeah, but the fourth statue was destroyed, which I'm assuming was of Kang, right? I think.
I don't know. It seemed like maybe he was just putting up this, what's the word, facade?
Yeah, but why would he have to put up a facade at the end of time where no one's going to find him?
Bro, who fucking knows? He's kind of crazy.
Yeah. They knew. He knew that they were going to find him
thousands of years ago. I don't know. You know, he's been there for a while, it seemed.
Yeah, dude, that would suck.
By yourself. Yeah, I can understand why he was a little off. He was like
he was so good as that character, dude.
Oh yeah, that was a great performance. I almost
made them look like jokes, both the Lokis.
Yeah, that's true. What part are you guys at right now?
I was at part where the Ravonna Renslayer. I need to skip ahead because her scenes bore me.
Yeah, not a huge fan of Renslayer.
So they are going to have a season 2? Zach, yeah. I thought you said there wasn't going to be a season 2.
Bro, didn't you watch the end credit?
Season 2 confirmed.
No, I know, but okay.
You trust Zach more than you trust Disney, or you trust the MCU itself. That's dedication. That's loyalty.
Did I ever say there wasn't going to be a season 2?
That's what I thought you said. Maybe you're talking about...
I tweeted out like 6 months ago, there was a report that they were having a season 2 is in development.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bro, I thought this would have been a great place just to stop it because now if Kang was going to be the big baddie for phase 2, then there you go. That teed it up really fucking well.
Yeah, they got to close this timeline so then they can launch it.
I know, they never should have fucking shot Loki into fucking a different...
Well, what I'm saying is he's going to have to go back and close everything that's happening in the show because then it's probably going to also start happening in Quantumania. What if in Quantumania it's this same Kang, the one who's dead, but it's like how he gets there?
But it probably is the same Kang. Even if this one's dead, there's probably one that's exactly like him because he's the one that's going to win the war, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, something like that.
Right? I don't know.
I guess I was saying like his loop would start. We're going to see where his loop starts and then where it ended.
Yeah.
This one. Since this is the sacred timeline or whatever, but I don't know.
No longer.
We'll see.
Sacred.
Yeah.
Ross, I guess it turned out that Kang was pretty badass after all.
Yeah, dude. I fucking told you guys. I told you guys.
He didn't say shit about him being able to manipulate time and that he was fucking smarter.
What?
You didn't say shit. Bro.
Lying ass. I told you guys.
You never said that he was like 10 times smarter than fucking Tony Stark. You never said any of that shit, bro.
I didn't know. I didn't know he was 10 times smarter than Tony. That's not.
You told me he was a fucking historian. Ace historian.
I told you he's a historian genius. Bro. That was one thing I said, though. You guys started shitting on him, and I said he could control time. He could
He's
go
still
back.
a guy.
And yeah, he's still a guy, but he can control time. That's so powerful.
You can kill him.
Unless Doctor Strange comes in with the time stone. Whoop, whoop, whoop. No, but the time stone, it's not that strong on that level, right? I don't think so.
Who fucking knows? He's probably got dope tech to cancel that shit out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We didn't even see any of his tech besides the bracelet, and fucking who knows how
That's
he
all he
did that
needed.
motherfucker.
Yeah, this
For
guy
real.
is definitely 10 times smarter than Tony Stark, at least.
Hey, buddy, he's standing on the shoulders of giants. Okay, he owes
That's
his
true.
life's work to Tony Stark.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm sure it'll
Oh.
eventually reveal it was all built off of
Bro,
Tony's time travel.
You just yeah. I was just gonna say maybe that's why he's the version that won, because he was from the universe where Tony invented time travel, and that's why he was trying to preserve this timeline, because that technological advance is what led him to understand the multiverse more and like find Alioth and prune everyone else.
But you don't think that there's another universe where Tony invented time travel? It's only in this one.
Or it could be
That's the
someone
thing.
else. It could be. It just sounds like no matter what, himself in every timeline figures it out how to go.
Yeah,
from
he did say that.
dimension.
No, but
Yeah.
the next step of like taking Alioth, I guess it was Alioth that did it, not Tony Stark. The big like smoke monster.
What are you talking about?
The big smoke monster from last.
Well, I know, but what about him?
I was saying he was the crucial step, not Tony Stark.
Oh yeah, you mean controlling that thing?
Yeah, controlling
Right.
it, getting the energies.
There's a lot of ways they can go with the show now. Best line was when he said, "We're all villains here."
That was a good line.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck who wins here.
Yeah,
True, they got to wrap her up too because she just zipped away somewhere and no.
do you think she went to go find Kang or something?
What's she gonna do to him though? You know, she's gonna join him or something.
Yeah, definitely team up.
She's gonna be the one when she sees what he was saying and totally buy in and saying, "No, we have to protect this one because there's other Kangs that are more evil."
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna become a Kang minion.
Ravonna. Yeah, they could have done Ravonna better. I think she's better than in the comics though, because in the comics she just Kang's love interest and she doesn't really do that much until later iterations.
What's Mobius going to do in the TVA? Just fucking jerk off? Because he can't go anywhere else. Oh, I guess he has a temp pad.
Yeah, which Mobius though? The Mobius we know or the one at the very end?
The new universe.
Oh, I was thinking about the one we know. They're not going to visit him anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're just going to forget about him?
Loki got zapped to some other fucking. Yeah, that could totally
Yeah.
be it.
I mean, so what I was
It's either that or the other option.
Yeah. So what I was thinking is in that new universe, it's just one of many universes that Loki's not. So Loki's basically lost now. Like, I don't know how the fuck he's going to find his way back to his own universe.
Yeah, bro. He doesn't even have a fucking temp pad.
No. Sylvie kind of fucked him hard right there. They might not ever see each other again. He was in love too with himself.
I guess she just didn't care, dude, because I don't really know if she thought that one through.
What'd you guys think of their kiss? Was it beautiful?
Yeah, I cried.
Hey, me too.
No, I didn't.
Oh, me neither. I didn't cry. Yeah, I didn't cry either. No, I actually didn't cry though. I wish I did though.
Don't let me rock.
I don't have
So
a
he
heart.
defends this one because this is the Kang from this timeline.
What do you mean? Yeah. Well,
No, it's.
I guess we
know
technically
the
don't know
timeline
that.
he's from.
it's just the king that won.
You just said at 2320 saying he figured it out. And so he went back on this timeline and prevented anything from here.
Wait, so that means he wasn't from this timeline.
Yeah, he was.
He had to have been from this timeline because this is the only fucking timeline.
Well, now it wasn't before. Remember,
I
there's
know,
a
but why
multiverse
would he
war.
keep a different timeline?
Yeah,
other
okay,
than
that
his
doesn't make
own?
sense.
Wouldn't that
That's
cause
where
a
we're
Nexus
going.
event or some shit? I don't know. They didn't even explain. So what was their Nexus event? It was just that they loved each other. That's what caused the planet that they got swooped on.
We don't know.
I guess that's, yeah,
Huh.
one big boner.
Love is too strong for the universe. Too powerful. Too powerful. I can't hold
He's
it.
so funny. She's like, "Are you a liar?" And he's just like, "I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not. I just told you everything."
Yeah. Damn, he really killed it, honestly. He
I was
so
reading.
good.
He's apparently is a a classically trained clown. So he said that it was fun to use those skills for this role.
The dramatization of it, like the
He's
theatrics.
so funny, dude. He's like doing his hands and shit.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude. I'm also, from an actor's perspective, I feel like this role is really cool because we already saw what Tom Hiddleston did with Loki, where he embodied
With a bunch of different
versions.
now, yeah.
But this guy, I mean, you could go all out. You could get 10, 20, 100. There could be so many different iterations. And he could just embody all of that. Like, that would be cool to take on as an actor.
Yeah, he's so casual with some parts of it. He's like, buddy, I'm tired. You know, like, I
Yeah.
don't want to do this shit anymore.
Yeah.
He says he treats it like a game, though, too.
If you've been alive for that long, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of be hard not to. Because how long has he been alive for? Millions of years?
We don't
Thousands
know.
of years?
Bro, who fucking knows? Time,
Thousands.
but time doesn't even fucking
Exists for him.
yeah.
And he's got some tech that he can just stay looking young.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. How do you think he experienced time?
But see, I feel like there isn't time wherever he is, it's like not ruled by time.
No, yeah, definitely not. But like in relation to Earth
Well,
Day,
because he's at the end of time, so time stopped, right?
yeah, fuck, I guess that's true.
I don't know.
Is it metaphorically the end of time or just the end of how far he knew into time?
Bro, come on. Even the writers didn't think that one all the way.
Oh no, he actually said that. Remember? He's like, I have it all planned out till the end of time, and then he was
Yeah.
like, oh wait, I lied to you. That's one thing I lied to you about. I actually can't see farther than this.
Yeah, that's true. But is that the end of time for him or the end of time for everything?
Well,
That's what I'm asking.
for him.
Well, we know for him, but is it both?
Because
Obviously not, because there's a lot of shit happening when he dies.
Oh, it was the creation of the multiverse, but that could have been right after he died, could have technically been the beginning of time, if time is circular.
What they're saying is that they're eventually, to me at least, it sounds like they're going to end the multiverse at some point. Like it's going to end with Spider-Man No Way Home, or it's going to end with Doctor Strange, one of those. They're going to try to shut this shit down so it doesn't keep happening.
Oh, so you think it's going to end by within this phase?
I don't know how you can just let a million universes go on.
Dude, I was thinking that too. I was like, how the fuck are they going to handle this? Because, dude, when you open up a multiverse, it goes on forever. You could have anything, you know? It's just, yeah.
And there's no stakes then.
Yeah, exactly.
Not really.
So you think this is going to be contained to these upcoming, like 5 movies? That all Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Spider-Man, all those ones that we know are going to deal with the multiverse?
Loki season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could just see it being that this show somehow closes this loop that he made that is now happening. And it happens in the TV shows. And then they have something else that then happens in the other movies or some shit with Wanda. Because she's going to be somehow involved in all that too. I wonder if they're going to make the what if stuff canon now then because of all this shit. I don't know, dude.
They should. There's no reason you can't. You just get unlimited creative freedom. And the cool thing about the multiverse is you can throw shit out there. And if you want to keep running with it, you just bring it further into the fold. But if you don't want to keep running with it, just be like, oh, that was just some random universe that doesn't have anything to do with what's going on.
Dude.
It gives you a little more creative freedom to do shit like what if or future projects.
Yeah, but
I
it
guess
makes
so.
sense. But it has to make sense.
Yo,
it doesn't,
serious
though.
question. If...
Huh?
I'm ready.
You baked?
Yeah,
I'm just trying. I'm thinking of something again.
We know you're baked, brother.
So I guess like, okay, so you know how they were talking about classic Loki and he said he just lived his life and then the
Yeah.
TVA showed up. But like, so that universe must have just been existing, right? So maybe they are already out there. So is it like different then? Is this shit that's spinning off the sacred timeline different than where classic Loki's from or where
That's
Sylvie's from?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. There could be. Okay, so in my mind, there's 2
How does
ways
that make
this
sense?
work. There is multiverse, so there's separate universes, and there's separate timelines. So there's this one universe that has different timelines coming off of it, and they're getting pruned by the TVA. But there's also other TVAs governing other universes that are technically sacred timelines. Or there's one, bro.
It's
Come
so
on,
messy already.
come on. Stick with me here. Or
No, I mean, I get it. I'm just
I
saying
get what
like
you're
from a
saying.
story.
yeah. Or there's one timeline and there's just branches coming off of it, and those are other universes basically, but they're still originating from this one timeline. So it's like they're branches, but they're not completely separate trees.
But then why would he look any different? Why wouldn't he just look like Loki?
Or like, how does that explain alligator Loki?
Exactly. Why is there all these fucking different, they're like, look so different? Because if you were spinning off of this timeline, he should look the same every fucking time. He should look like the Loki from 2012 Loki from Avengers.
True.
That depends on when the branch splits off, though, right? What if the meteor missed the Earth or something, and then when in the extinction event during the like when there's dinosaurs, and then dinosaurs evolve to become people or whatever? What if that's a branch?
Maybe you're right, Ross. Honestly, you might be right.
Or they're like,
that's a different thing, dude.
But bro, I thought they fucking teed it up the way Ross is kind of explaining it, where all these other universes are branching off this one timeline.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
He's saying at the
Not
end
like,
here that,
but I guess not like the way you said though, Ross, where
yeah, it doesn't sound like that. That's why
there's
it doesn't
multiple
make sense.
levels of. I guess he's explained it the way you explained it though, Ross, where there's different universes stacked on top of each other.
No, at the end here, he's saying that if you fucking kill me, then all these other universes are going to spin off of this fucking timeline again. And there's going to be a bunch of Kangs from this timeline. That's what Kang was saying here. So, but what you're saying is still a different thing that would maybe explain why Loki looks different. But then it's like, well, why the fuck? What the hell? That has to be something different, right?
okay. He also said earlier that when he was researching in the 31st century, he found out that there was universes stacked on top of each other, like Luke was saying, right? But then he also talks about it the way that you talk about it.
Bro, I think he's just saying those are the same thing. Stack. Okay, yeah, there's this universe that's...
But you could interpret it either way, right?
Maybe a branch is just like a fucking portal, and then that's the new fucking, not like a portal, but I don't know, dude. I'm confused now.
Or maybe it works both ways.
Maybe it's a plot hole.
Fuck, dude. It just sounds like that they have put rules on what they're saying. They're like, hey, there's one timeline, and then it starts to spin off, so we prune that fucking thing so it can't make another universe.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe there's branches off of the timeline, but if they grow for too long, then they basically become their own universes, and then they're their own problem.
So
Yeah, I'm still confused about alligator Loki, though. That was a good point.
so, like, are you saying then that if there are things spinning off, but they're doing the exact same shit, nothing else is changing, and they're going, but still, dude, then Kang's gonna happen in all of them.
Yeah, well, he is, right? That's what he said. We knew this.
Bro, never mind.
Wait, what was, I'm gonna miss your point, honestly.
I was just saying, like, the explanation of allowing other ones doesn't make sense either, because they just destroy anything that expands a little bit.
Yeah. Not with Kang. Kang's gone now, though. They don't have the advanced information that he's given them.
I just guess I don't fucking get why there is a classic Loki's all the age, or there's like a Hulk-looking Loki or alligator Loki. That should... It's just... I don't know, dude. Should be the same fucking guy. Should just be him.
Yeah.
When he spins off, when he becomes a variant.
I get what you're saying. If there's a sacred timeline, just one, and there's branches coming off of it, there shouldn't be enough time for those kind of evolutions to happen because they're being pruned so fast. Yeah.
Well, and it should just be like, okay, Loki variant, he does something different, and then, but it's still Tom Hiddleston, that Loki.
Yeah.
Like that, he looks like him. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, Sylvie would have to be from, to me, something different than that. Like a whole different, not a branch, but like a different thing.
Like
but
a different
it doesn't
tree.
sound like he's even, yeah. But the way that they went and pruned her shit and tried to kill her, they were saying it was a branch.
Do they have to prune deer and shit? What if a deer steps out in front of fucking Tony Stark's dad and fucking kills him in a fucking deer car collision, and now fucking there is no Tony Stark? Do they prune that deer?
For sure they do, right, Luke? Because they pruned the alligator wearing a fucking Loki helmet.
Right.
That's true. Deer gone.
So they pruned animals out here. Peter would hate that.
Yeah. Maybe they're even pruning inanimate things like rocks. We don't know. What if a rock does something it's not supposed to do?
You have broken time laws under this Article 3, Section 43. You now being pruned rock.
At least he got it. Just a trial system. I guess it's not even really that just, to be honest. It's just like abducting people and like, all right, you fucked up. We're pruning you.
Yeah.
Man, I don't fucking see that. All there is like, who knows, man. What I'll say though is the acting in the show has been really good. Especially even that episode. Jonathan Majors, that was a good addition.
Yeah.
I will say this season has done time travel in the multiverse better than anything in the MCU or other properties so far. But
what other ones have done it?
Yeah, what do you mean besides Endgame?
I guess.
Yeah, but were you saying other properties or just
how is it better than Endgame? Because I mean, right now I feel like we have the same kind of questions as we did about Endgame, you know, because like, okay, if you replace the Infinity Stone, that closes that. But if you went in the past anyway, wouldn't that make a branch anyway? Is the same, same discussion. You know, Captain America, is he a variant? He'd be a variant, right? He's on some fucking other timeline.
No, because they said that was all supposed to happen, right? I mean, they did.
Bro,
said
I'm just saying, Kang wouldn't let that fool live, dude.
The whole Captain America?
That timeline would be gone.
Dude, I saw this theory about Captain America, and it was like after he went back, right after we see that scene of him dancing with Peggy at the end, he got pruned or some shit like that, or like the TVA showed up.
That would be so funny, dude, if someone made an edit or like a video of that shit.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
That's my headcanon, bro, because that timeline Kang would happen in, so he can't let any timeline live. Later, Captain America.
Later, Captain America. Yeah. But then Old Man Rogers, where'd that dude come from?
I don't know, dog. Who fuck then? Or they sent him back. I don't know.
Also, dude, it makes, what? How did he not change shit?
Huh?
How did, okay, wait.
Anything that you do would be changing something.
Yeah, didn't he change Peggy Carter in that universe?
Unless you're chilling in a fucking apocalypse.
Yeah, Even that will change shit though. You step on something differently, it could change. Have a huge cascading effect on the future.
No, but they already established the apocalypse events.
I'm just going off.
Well, in the show canon,
MCU canon now. That's MCU canon.
Yeah, MCU canon. Okay, but this is like the butterfly effect. If you make even the smallest decisions can have huge ramifications long term.
It's fair, but we're talking about what they said is that in an apocalypse, when shit doesn't matter because everyone's about to die, it doesn't actually change anything, just in that instance. But you're right, yes. So like him dancing with Peggy would be a small thing.
No, even them fucking around the apocalypse, technically that would change shit.
But that's their rule. That's what they established.
Okay, yeah. I'm willing to suspend my disbelief.
Except for the Nexus event in the middle of apocalypse, but whatever.
Yeah, that somehow, I don't know what that was though.
Well, yeah,
it was
that
love.
didn't even make sense.
You don't fucking question love, Zach, okay? You don't question love.
I didn't question it, dog, but come on. Is love gonna fucking stop a moon from crashing into you?
It did right there.
Tell Tony Stark that shit, man. That didn't help him.
I don't understand how in these other timelines, if it was branching, there would be a TVA.
I know exactly. That was what I was saying at the beginning. The TVA was made by Kang. In this one, I thought he made the TVA. It sounded like after he defeated all the other Kangs. Then he established the TVA. So this would be the TVA. And that's why I was like, oh shit, the fucking Kang won already. This new Kang won.
Yo, so
when I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
Maybe.
So was the precursor of the TVA the Council of Kings? You know, when he was describing it and he was like, at first, we were all sharing technology and shit with each other. Because that sounded like the Council of Kings at first until shit started getting wild.
I think that they were sort of alluding to something like that, or he met a couple of the nicer Kangs first, and then more and more of these motherfuckers just rolled in.
Yeah. I guess technically they
didn't even call him Kang, you know? They didn't even establish any of these terms, so we don't know. This would probably be more stuff that comes out as the writers and directors talk. So we'll know soon, for sure. But I mean, even the director doesn't call him Kang. They just say he who remains.
Yeah, in the credits.
It's Kang, though, 100%.
Technically, it's Nathaniel Richards, right?
Or inspired by the character. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Maybe a combination.
Like I don't think it doesn't have to be Nathaniel Richards, though.
That's the base form.
But that in the comics, yeah. But I'm saying, like, didn't Nathaniel Richards, what year did he live in?
He lived in the 30th century. So it's slightly different. Oh, it's like 1 century off.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that, but it's whatever.
So you guys want to give season 2 predictions then?
Is there even a point to giving season 2 predictions with how much shit is going to be between this and season 2? It would almost be better to give predictions for...
When's season 2 coming out?
So we got Spider-Man in December.
Yeah.
Multiverse shit. Then what? We got Doctor Strange is like next summer.
Yeah. And the Eternals and Shang-Chi. That's also this year.
All that
Shang-Chi
is coming out in between?
Yeah. But Shang-Chi is not going to have any effect on
The multiverse thing. Yeah.
on this storyline. They're setting him up to be another Avenger.
When does it take place? Does it take place after Endgame?
Probably.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you think they'll have any more movies that are before like Infinity War? The snap?
They had what movie I just see?
WandaVision.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Yeah, they might do more prequel stuff, but it's just going to be, I don't know. Maybe you do Fantastic Four, and they were in the 90s when their shit went down. And they've just
How
been
we not
hiding
hear
out.
about those guys?
Bro, I don't know. They didn't hear about Captain Marvel either, apparently.
She was in outer space. Oh, I guess Fantastic Four could be in the outer space, or they could be in the negative zone or something like that.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, I bet they could, dude. Like you could even do Blade sort of being an origin story, and it doesn't have to matter where it's taking place in the MCU timeline.
Yeah, because he's not a large scale character either, so it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
He's just more on the streets kind of person, fucking up vampires
On the streets?
on the street.
Some fan questions. Okay, so Mike Sam, he says either Kang is a liar or they've wrongly been using multiple universes and multiple timelines synonymously. Only way Kang's explanation makes sense is if they are different universes. Each one has their own sacred timeline and TVA. So he's saying the only way that what Kang is saying makes sense is that if there's a fuck ton of universes that each have their own sacred timeline and TVA.
That's what I was saying.
But that still doesn't explain the differences with the variants. Like why one variant looks so different if it's spun off of this universe.
Oh, it's off the same.
No, no. Completely different.
No, but in his explanation, does the TVA govern all universes or just a specific universe, and they cover the timelines of that universe?
Well, he's just trying to make sense of what the same way that we were.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's even saying what he said, because then he continues. He said, Nexus events create branches on the sacred timeline. It doesn't explain the differences in the variants. Sorry, I was replying to that because he says Gator Loki must exist in a different universe from our Loki. He can't be from the same timeline. Crucial that they iron this out since Phase 4 is established in this narrative.
I agree.
I mean, that's kind of what we've been saying, dude. They got they got to explain this very soon because that's what we were saying.
Or if there's a Nexus event very far into the past and that changed things more drastically, but the TVA prunes that shit early on, so I don't.
Right away, right. So, and he's on Asgard, a whole different planet and shit. I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
but that's part of the same universe.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, maybe they're saying, I don't fucking know. Maybe the universe is the place, the area, and then the timeline is the position in the fucking time, right?
Yeah.
So if there's multiple, if there's multiple universes, then Ross, you're right. There's different places.
Yeah, then there'd be. So there's a Kang who he just owns it, and
there's a Kang that owns every universe.
But then it's
but then his explanation doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because then why wouldn't Kang go and fucking try to take out those other universes?
Kangs, yeah, but those other universes are in fucking peace now because the other Kangs, right? But all those other universes.
It sounds like what he was saying is that he took out all the Kangs and then fucking made this one thing, and then so that's what it sounds like. This is it.
Shitty. And then maybe now there's lying, bro. Maybe everything he said was lie.
True.
Or only there's variations on your own timeline, but they are more similar. They're way more similar to you because they're stemming from you. But then there's also variations on other timelines that are way different because there are other universes completely. So that's where like Loki. Fuck. But then why is alligator Loki in this?
Yeah,
But
and
it's a
also
void
because he was
outside
at
of
the
all
end
of it.
of
Ross, the
he was
only
at the
thing I
end
could
of all
fucking
time.
think of is like some shit that you said, like some crazy shit happened back in the day. Like obviously animals can have effects, right?
I was going alligator.
Alligator.
I thought you were talking about the other
Yeah,
thing.
I'm thinking the same thing, dude. Like fucking meteor miss, alligators end up ruling the world. There's an alligator Loki from Asgard, something like that.
You got Throg, like Frog Thor too, from that fucking place. Yeah, dude.
Or I guess not Earth, but it'd have to be Asgard. Asgard would have to be
Dinosaurs.
yeah.
Yeah, not Earth. That's right. And so then they have fucking alligators there and shit too. Instead of frost giants, they're like frost gators.
I don't know. They have Bill Schneip. Bill Schneip.
Yeah, dude. It's just, if he had a bracelet that he could just jump into a whole different fucking universe, like a whole different thing separate, then he'd have to take all those out too. It'd be a different thing.
That's
you know what
true,
I mean?
because then they could reach each other and there would be conflict.
Yeah, because then they could just jump and kill each other, like jump through.
Okay, but Loki at the very end, he could have been on a different timeline, not a different universe, right? Because
that was Ross. Remember the TVA? Well,
we still don't even know.
But the TVA is it sounds like there's only one TVA in this timeline.
But there can't be. He just went into a different one, or is that the same TVA from?
I don't know.
That's what I was saying. He might have jumped back into the same universe, but then it's taken over by a king. Oh wait.
But then there wouldn't be a TVA.
You just something just clicked, Zach?
No, it's just like
no, but that wouldn't make sense.
None of these are good
because by the time the TVA is created, fucking the Kangs are dead. That doesn't happen first before that,
unless there's an alternative set of events.
No, I get what Ross, you're saying that he jumped into like one of those branches that are spinning off right now, but then like that to me that means that that's multiple TVAs, which doesn't make sense. Because they're not even in the branches. They're in like a thing outside of it.
Yeah, separate universes completely. But this is what I like about the show is we're talking, dude. We're having a conversation about it. It's sick. Even though maybe it doesn't completely make sense, but
it's kind of like, problematic at the moment.
It's cool to talk about.
The show was good though. It was a fun show. It was good. I think it was my favorite of the 3 MCU shows. Definitely better than Falcon Winter Soldier.
Definitely. Damn, you hating.
What?
I said you hating.
How's that hate? I just said it definitely was better.
Okay, it just made it seem like you really didn't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier was decent.
All right. Okay, fair. My bad.
Kevin19 thinks that the moment in WandaVision where Wanda heard her kids yelling for help is right at the end when Sylvie kills Kang. It's not a bad theory.
But that exists outside of time, so I guess she's a Nexus being, so she can maybe connect to that.
Probably.
But wouldn't instead of hearing it at one specific time, wouldn't she just hear endless echoes of it her whole life?
She can like create her own fucking timeline, probably. Shit.
Maybe. We haven't seen that level yet, but
I know Kang should have taken her out. Well, she might be
What's going on?
Dead by the time
he's sleeping.
He's sleeping.
What's going on?
Yeah, he's sleeping for sure.
He's sleeping on that hoe.
Maybe she's all part of his plan in the end.
But by the time he's even fucking born, 31st century, you think Wanda's around by that time still? I think something's killed her or something happened to her. Maybe she's off planet Earth or
I don't know how her lifespan works for a type of human like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, like does she age?
I don't know. We saw Agatha. Agatha could stay young forever.
That's true. And she was way more powerful than Agatha.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she could probably...
So she might be around then.
Plus, all you gotta do is get this Kang tech, man. You don't even have to age ever.
Yeah, but you gotta stay enough at the end of time by yourself jacking off the whole time.
He probably did, dude.
There's no pussy in that castle.
What the fuck does he do all day, dude? I need a whole just episode on like the day in Kang's life. Him and Miss Minutes hanging out.
Oh, he does have a companion.
Miss Minutes, that's why he made her ass.
Is that the ship? Miss Minutes and Kang?
That was funny. What would a child spawn of Loki and Sylvie be like from Sammy Scott?
Alligator Loki. That's how we got Alligator Loki.
There's pretty much like not a ton else. Ramsey S didn't like the portrayal of Kang. He said, awful portrayal of Kang the Conqueror, who is this whiny character they showed in the finale. What a shame.
How was he whiny?
Kang is as fearsome as Thanos. It's like, dude, this is just one version.
Yeah.
Bro, but
And this isn't even Kang.
yeah, dude, that's at the end after he just conquered all the other Kangs and all the other fucking universes.
And yeah, his name, not Kang. We don't even know what this guy really is referred to as.
Yeah. I'm going to go on a limb and say Immortus, but not confirmed.
But
so.
is Immortus the same guy as Kang?
Yeah.
It's the same person, yes.
Yeah.
But it's like Sylvie and Loki, where they're the same person, but different names.
They
like
share
referred
this.
to as, maybe he wasn't ever known as Kang in his universe in the way that he did this, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He who remains, his getup looks a lot more similar to Kang's than Immortus's, though.
Yeah, Mortis had that fucking dome looking.
He did have flowing robes like Immortus, though.
But Kang has no. Oh yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know. But Kang
He did
had
wear purple.
Kang wears purple.
They both wear
Yeah.
Immortus wears purple
seems
too.
to be his fucking color for sure.
Purple and green.
I don't know.
This Kang looks like he's like Hispanic or something.
There's also a Egyptian pharaoh king. It's like Ramata or something.
That's
Damn.
dope. Yeah. Wow, I'm excited. There's a lot of shit you can do with this now. I do think they need to just establish, okay, what the fuck is timeline, all this shit, multiverse, whatever. They should just release a rule book.
I feel like they're going to purposely keep it vague, though.
You think so? Even in like Doctor Strange seems like a movie that they would explain that kind of shit, with the Ancient One. Because you could even bring back the Ancient One because she's from a different multiverse or whatever.
True. Maybe we'll see a comic accurate Ancient One.
I mean, who cares? That character was fine.
Maybe it is Immortus then. Yeah. Bro, because remember that thing that I read you guys? That was Immortus.
Mortis, yeah.
It's Immortus.
The thing about pruning.
Yeah.
It seems like that is the one that they were closely adapting for this final episode of Loki, yeah.
And Luke, we did see confirmed expert historian. We saw that in this episode. Like I said, expert historian.
Dude, you're trying to say that as his fucking one of his sick powers. Yeah, dude, I think I'd be a pretty fucking expert historian if I was alive for all of fucking time.
I got a fucking book that just has it all written out, too.
Yeah, I guess that's what you'd be doing, just writing shit down. But why? For him?
Why's this guy got a fucking book, man? You don't got like just tech that can think it to like a screen and write it down for you?
He's old school.
Yeah, he's
projecting on some shit.
Yeah, but dude, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Exactly. He ain't doing nothing there. That's true.
Yeah, bro.
He's just writing all day.
Just sitting there and then stressing any 10 seconds, the fucking timeline pops up.
Can't even use measurements of time in that area. Like what
Bro,
is
I'm just talking about where he's chilling. I don't know. He's got to have a day.
There's no days. Time would just seem like it's either completely stopped or endlessly flowing.
How do you think he gets those apples? Is he just imports them somehow?
You just reach his arm through a portal and pick an apple.
True. Grab an apple. You right, dude. Fuck.
This place has a whole like import-export economy.
That tech is so sick.
Yeah, but what
Actually.
if that's the apple that fucking fell right in front of Sir Isaac Newton and then fucking now he has another fucking...
He causes his own fucking timeline
Dude.
spin-off.
I know. Then Tony Stark fucking definitely would have invented time travel.
Yeah, bro. Without...
Isaac Newton was like the start of modern physics.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they have an Ozymandias in Marvel.
What?
That's sick. Is it another Kang variant?
No, it's some... I don't fucking know who this guy is.
They're kind of similar. They're
Dude, Marvel and
outfits.
DC used to just copy each other all the time with their
he
fucking
served for
characters.
the fucking Ramatut for the dude you're talking about, Ross.
Oh yes, Ramatut.
So he served for Kang.
Yeah, he served for Kang.
Lit.
Yeah. That was like the first thing he did in the comics, right? Right as he discovered the multiverse power or time travel power, he was like, "All right, I'm going back to ancient Egypt and I'm ruling over all these peasants." And that was his thing. He just went back and ruled over all.
Until he got bored there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I think the Avengers came or something, or no, the Fantastic Four came and they're like, "Hey, you can't be doing this. Fuck you." And then he was defeated and left.
Word.
Yeah.
And your thoughts, fellas? Right at an hour right here. It's pretty good.
Oh, but shout out to @it's Drish Yabish. Everyone go follow him. Blow his Twitter up.
This fucking guy. So I stumbled on something that director Kate Herron said. She gave her take on the ending because she's not coming back next season. She is allowed to speculate on this too. And her take is, so the way that she said, so the way I see it in my head is that the TVA exists outside of space and time, but reality and everything as we understood it has completely changed in the last few minutes with the multiverse branching. How do we know the TVA still exists in that way? We don't know. And I suppose that's a big question that'll be answered as the show goes on. But in my head, the intention is that Sylvie thinks she's sending him back to the TVA. But because of the way time and branches are crossing each other outside the window, Loki has unfortunately been sent back somewhere very different. So reality has shifted just by the nature of what He Who Remains said. And the idea is that this isn't an alternate TVA now. So think on that, listeners. All right, everyone. That's our Loki finale pod. We'll be back. We're going to do a Black Widow pod next. That's our next show. Shout out Julian Gallegos, our producer.